and the loss of equipment on the battlefield. Because if the real numbers were put into the news, if the American people and the people of the allied nations saw these actual numbers, they'd be horrified. And they immediately stand up against their governments and refuse to let their money be thrown away, be burned for nothing. And they refuse to let their children, their family members, be slaughtered, just sent off to die, like the government's sending us to go do. If they actually see the numbers, they would refuse to even let the government to continue to lead them anywhere. That's why that is why there are people paid to make sure that the actual numbers never surface in any in any press conference or news station. I mean, if you want to find actual numbers, you have to dig and you have to try really, really hard to find them. Because they are truly horrific numbers and unacceptable numbers for any people to allow their government to press upon them. It's our arrogance and our stupidity that has made us so blind that we seem to refuse to see the blunders and mistakes that we continue to make over and over again. It seems to be it's our stupidity and horror that makes us keep jumping off of these cliffs. So how long before we refuse to let our government institution and our leaders lead us to be killed like animals at a slaughter? That is an extremely important question. And as a soldier in the U.S. Army, I find it and as just an American person here, I find it as my duty and responsibility to let my people know exactly what the truth is behind this facade that is the Army, and to let them know the truth behind these wars that our governments just keep throwing us into. And as history will record, our oppressive and horrific acts that we've used in all these wars that we've been in, that our government has thrown us into. These acts will be recorded in history. The history will not forget what we've done. It will not forget anything. And for it'll stand as proof for the future generations of the world to look at. And they'll see that even the numbers and the facts prove that we have surpassed Hitler and his horror. And this was a huge shock to me. And I came to realize when I got to Afghanistan that we don't care about the Afghan people. We just bomb and kill as many as we can, regardless if they're Taliban or civilians. We say that, we go to so much trouble to find the Taliban, but really we don't care because we can't tell who's Taliban and who's not, so we just bomb everybody, as if nothing mattered, as if nobody mattered. And we even started using bombs that we have used in the past that it affects the fertility of the people in this land. It somehow messes with them so that the babies are either not born or they're born deformed, and the wretched lives is retarded children. So yeah, we resorted to using those kind of bombs again. They used them. You got to dig for it, but you'll find out that these horrific ways that we use to kill people have been used throughout all the wars.
درې بمه یوازې په دا اوس راکې ولګېدل، درې رنګه بمه، یو دلته ولګېدی، یو په هغه ځای بلو خواته ولګېدی. موږ چې ووتلو د خونې څخه دلته ولګېدل، اول ورته ولګېدی، موږ چې ووتلو بیا دلته پسې ولګېدل. بس رای تباه شو.
ته غواړې چې بیا د افغانستان څخه ووځې د خارجان؟
زه غواړم چې د افغانستان څخه خارجان ووځي. دا حال خو زموږ نه دی خوښ، نه دی چا خوښ دی.
اوباما ته ته څه پیغام لرې؟
اوباما ته بس دغه پیغام لرو چې بلا زموږ د ملکه څخه خپل پوځ وباسي په خوشحالي. اخر یې وخت ووځي چې وځي، اوس چې لا ووځي ښه په خوشحالي دې ووځي، په دا زموږ ملک را پرېږدي. موږ ګرده داسې وکړو، چا ګوتې نشته، ګوره دا زما ګوته په دغه بمبار کې ولاړه، چا پښې نشته، چا سترګې نشته، چا لاسونه نشته، ګرده تنې خلک خراب دربدره کوي.
Yes, in fact, this is exactly why we are hated not only by the Afghans, but by many people in the world. And by continuing the same way, we are making them hate us even more, because we just keep throwing more and more wood on the fire. And this only increases the enemies of our own country, and our economy, and our own security. Revenge is one of the oldest parts of human nature, and by imprisoning people for years without trial, by attacking them with our dogs, we give them no choice but to hate us. We insult their holy symbols, and we attack their honors. Isn't it natural for people to hate us for this, and to want to take their revenge for it? We have forced them to strap large amounts of explosives to their precious bodies, to leave their homes and their children, to kill us. My conclusion is that by coming here, we have not just put our own security in danger, but we have created a lot of difficulties to our countries and our nations. Our administrations are leading our countries and our homes to destruction, but they still try to tell us in their lies and in their tricks. Their own people, they lie to us and tell us that they aren't.
I was kidnapped, abducted, falsely imprisoned, tortured, and threatened with further torture without charge, without trial. Even many soldiers had said to me afterwards, was it hell if you weren't a terrorist when you came in here? By the time you leave, I'm sure you would be because of the way you've been treated.
Well, the main reason